Hey, what's going on, guys? Kieran from Fingers Crossed, and today I've got quite a cool video for you. I decided to take my Drytron sealed only deck from the sealed only league to locals to see how I did. Obviously it's a little bit difficult because obviously hand traps and stuff like that are a big impact in against most decks. Like Lancia shuts off like dinosaurs and stuff like that, and we don't have anything like that, so yeah, it's going to be difficult to see how it's going to go, but hopefully you guys enjoy the video. But first, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment down below of what you think. I will actually, so this video is going up on a Thursday, I will actually be playing the Drytron Jet again that day at different locals, so hopefully that goes well. I'll mention it in another video how it went. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get into the games. I'll try to keep this as short as I can, but still keeping you guys quite informed. So starting things off, we're actually playing against Ben, who does some opens with us. He was playing Dark Magician Invoked. I felt quite comfortable because although there are some cards that can annoy me in his deck, I helped him kind of build it, so I kind of understand what's inside, which is kind of a bit of a cheat, but he's also played against my Drytron deck, so it's like there and thereabouts, you know. So yeah, basically I won the die roll, and I was able to end with a board of Mew, Beta. Yeah, we did pull one, we did manage to get the XYZ. We've got Herald of Ultimateness, and then we ended it with a Link Karibo also. Not the greatest board, but for a sealed only deck, it's pretty good. We don't have access to Diviner or anything like that, nothing crazy. But Herald, and I think we had a chance to make like 2-3 negates. Yeah, so that was basically it. I didn't allow him really to do anything, so and for my follow-up turn I just made Draco Nids and just OTK'd. Like, the card's really strong, 4k beat stick as well as what I had on the field. That was quite a quick round, to be honest. And of course he chose to go first the next game. He actually managed to set up the Mechaba, and I didn't draw too great. I think I had like 2 Twin Twisters in my hand and stuff like that, which is obviously good to get rid of the Meltdown and the back row, but other than that it was quite difficult to get past it. And then when he made Kaliga, then his next turn, that was it for me. There's nothing else I could do. Like, one monster effect, it's not one monster effect, and I need to beat over that. So I could Gamma realistically and beat over the Kaliga, but then he can just negate the Gamma with the Mechaba. So it was difficult. I ended up just scooping because I felt comfortable going first the next turn, and you're about to understand why. So yeah, going into the final game, so it's 1-1. I am of course going first. I'm playing Drytron, and I didn't get to pull out one of, well, like, I'm quite happy as an inclusion for this month, for June's sealed only league. I managed to get a Vanity's Ruler, so we were able to go full combo. He had nothing to stop us. We had a decent hand, I couldn't complain at all, and we were able to set up again a Vanity's Ruler and a Herald with like 3-4 negates. I was able to do like 3-4 negates, which is absurd. Like, that is just crazy. There's obviously nothing you can do, like you can't special summon anything, so like, it is what it is. Vanity's Ruler and Herald, although it's not the greatest for Drytron, for a sealed only, it is so good. I'm looking forward to hopefully be able to do it to some people in the sealed only league, because I don't think a lot of people have Dark Ruler, which is ultimately the one thing that I believe can stop it. But yeah, once he realised, so Vanity's Ruler is, I can't special summon, basically, yeah, sorry bro. The next turn, again, just OTK, courtesy of Draco Nids, because he's a 4k beat stick, just is what it is. Now game 2, so we won that one obviously against Ben, and we got paired against a guy called Callum. He was playing Zoo Lich, so obviously he got Dryden just for a little while longer, which you'll see. Konami, why the fuck did you ban that card? Like, what are you smoking? Took you like 2-3 years to ban LP, and now you're like, Dryden just can't stay off the list. Broken. It's just stupid. But so into that matchup, it was just crazy. We basically only had time to play one game because it was grindy as hell. So basically his first turn was, because he ran a die roll, he set a back row, he had Tenki, got Bunny Blast, normal summon Bunny Blast, I think it was Chakanine, and then he made Dryden, and then he passed on that. So he passed with Dryden. That was not much of an issue for me, to be honest, because my hand was pretty broken. I had Alpha, a Zeta, and I did actually have a Herald, a Vanity's Ruler, and something else. I don't remember what it was. But unfortunately, he ashed my Alpha, and I was confident that he didn't have a Droll, so I used Herald and Vanity's Ruler to negate that, which was good, to be honest, because I was able to go off a little bit, search my spell, get Ben 10, Zeta do Ben 10, like I said, get the spell, get Manju. I made Mew, Mew Beta, that is, obviously send the Gamma, all the fun stuff, all the basic combo for that stuff. And then as I activated my spell, he popped obviously my Mew Beta Fafnir with his Dryden, which was okay because in my hand I had not Draco Nids, Draco Tids, the one that destroys all back row. So I had that in my hand, and I was able to just make Draco Nids combo a little bit more, clear, obviously get rid of his Dryden, do like quite a substantial amount of damage, but popping obviously the Fafnir stopped me from going for game. I'm pretty sure I could have OTK'd if he didn't do that. And so my end board was Draco Nids, Lina, and Gamma. So obviously we got Gamma for Gamma. I didn't have any in my hand. I think I had Twin Twisters in my hand, so I needed to have that just for a follow-up. And then obviously I had Nids, which is a double send, and then Lina is a bounce. I did actually misplay quite a lot because I forgot I could have taken his Elderlich, because Lina can actually target a light monster in your opponent's graveyard and special summon it to a link arrow it points to. I did not read that effect until very late on in this matchup, and I could have gone for game. There was like 4 or 5 turns that he was on like 600 life points, and I just couldn't push over. It was so frustrating, but you live, you learn. I know for next time now, could have done that, but genuinely that game was like 37 minutes. It was crazy long how that was. Obviously I started to run out of steam, and Elderlich is fucking bullshit and they can just keep going. So he basically out-resourced me. But other than that, I felt pretty good, pretty confident going into the next game. With 2 minutes to go, I opened, my hand wasn't great. I did get Reboot, but when you've only got like 2 minutes to play a game, Reboot just absolutely obliterates you. So yeah, not great. So he took that one, but it was a very enjoyable game. It was very impressive to see that I was able, with a sealed only deck, I don't have much to really assert dominance. Like with that, I was able to just keep pushing and just grind for that long against probably the best trap deck, unless there's some Geist fans out there that want to argue that case. Right, but then going into the final game is actually a deck that I'm very comfortable playing. I've done quite well with the deck, and it is obviously it is an amazing deck. The ban list has now just punished it a little bit, but nevertheless it will still be a very strong deck. And yeah, so I played against Dinosaurs. So we played against someone called Connor. He's a good guy. I played him last week when I was playing Tri Brigade Zoo, and he's still learning the deck, I believe, but he done really well. It was quite a crazy game. It was at that game. This game ended in a draw, which was kind of odd. Last week we ended. Well, not a draw. I took the win, but it was very, very close to being a draw. I just did I just did enough damage to take the game. But this week, oh man, it was a draw. I believe he won the die roll and he's playing go second, so he's choosing to go second. I personally prefer to go first playing dinosaurs, because then you can set up like your UCT, your Dolka, your baby, so you can get your Ovi and get your Misk. But he actually chooses to go second, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so he chooses to go second. He basically lets me know he's got no hand traps, do you? And I ended it with my standard board of Vanity's Ruler, Herald with a couple of negates, and a Link Kuriboh. But it's irrelevant really, because he starts with Part of Extravagance. Obviously I'm going to let that go through. I negated that, I believe. I negated that because I was like, I can't let him get the Dark Ruler no more. And then he had it anyways. So he just Dark Ruler no more with me. In the next bit, he just, obviously, Dinosaurs is just so broken. They just need like any two of like 4 or 5 cards. They just need any 2 or 4 or 5 cards. There are mostly 3 ofs in the deck, and then they can just combo off. So that's exactly what he did. Yeah, he comboed off and obviously made his end board. I did think he overextended, and I was like, I could punish him for this. Because his end board was UCT, he hard summoned one of them, so he obviously opened it. So his end board was 2 UCTs, an Ovi, a baby that he then popped with UCT later on, and then summoned Ovi, got his Misk. He had a Pank and Lost World on the field. Now, Lost World was the most annoying card, because I realised if Lost World wasn't on the field, I could have cleared his entire board, got rid of everything courtesy of Draco Nids. He would have been left with one single Ovi, which is still pretty good, like his Ovi, but yeah, like it's just not more I can do. Because of that, obviously it loses 500 attack, so I couldn't get rid of the UCTs, but I did manage. Oh, he had Secure Gardener also, so I did manage to get rid of his Secure Gardener, his Pancratops. He couldn't pop my Draco Nids because it can't be targeted. That got rid of one of his OVs, and then unfortunately I had to pass there. But so yeah, when I passed over to him, in the standby phase, I got rid of one of his UCTs and his Lost World, because obviously Lost World is super fucking irritating. But realistically, all he has to do is Book of Moon, my Draco Nids, send it, and then just attack. Like Dinosaurs can just OTK. He did make Dolka though, so Dolka is like, what can I do? What can I do? There's 2 negates. I think I only had 1 card in my hand, so I didn't have great card advantage. So he took the game 1. Going into game 2, obviously I chose to go first because I'm playing Drytron, and you want to go first. What's the chances of him opening Dark Ruler no more? Twice. Well, I'm happy to report that he didn't open Dark Ruler no more. I managed to set up again Vanity's Ruler, Herald with a couple of negates, and a Link Kuriboh. I feel quite comfortable getting this out now thanks to the Fafnir. The new beta Fafnir has just helped so much. Yeah, I was able to do that. I just negated his first couple of Lost Worlds, and then I had a Skull Moisture in hand for his Misk, and that basically shut down his turn. And then in my turn, I just did enough damage, and then he had no follow-up. So he just scooped because we only had like 15 minutes left. So I'm assuming he scooped because he felt confident beating me the next game. Then this is where it gets wonky. So we drew, but he won basically. Like there was nothing I could do. I misplayed like a motherfucker, and he used the True King that if you pop 2 cards in your hand and summon it, you can banish 3 cards from the extra deck. And he banished my only Linkuriboh, my only Mubeta Fafnir, and my only Lina. Now, this wouldn't have been an issue if, because I had Dark Ruler no more, a Dark Ruler to turn off his UCT, he had Dolkra on the field as well, and I just didn't want to deal with that stuff. So I did that. I got rid of his Lost World from that, but I misplayed badly, so badly. So I opened Fafnir, so Fafnir searched my Nova. I used Nova to put the Zeta on field because I already had Alpha in hand, and I just misplayed because I made Alpha. So yeah, I Alpha'd, popping a card in my hand, but then my plan was to link Zeta off into Linkuriboh, then use Zeta to pop something else in my hand. I had something else in my hand, another ritual, because I opened like Herald of Ultimateness, Necros of Unicorn, and Draconids or something like that. So I opened those 3, or it was Benten or something. So I opened those 3, my plan was after Zeta to pop it, but then I quickly realised I don't have Linkuriboh, he banished it. So that kind of fucked me up really. I couldn't recover from that because obviously I popped the Draconids to be in the grave. My plan was Zeta, obviously tribute, bring up Draconids, clear his field, and I would be laughing really. Like, cleared his entire board, and then I would have a double send on my turn, on his turn, sorry. But again, like, I just misplayed because he banished my only Linkuriboh. That might be something I address. But then time was called and neither one of us had done damage to each other because he went first. Then I Dark Ruled him, so I couldn't do any damage, and then time was called. I won't lie, we did play it out even after it's technically a draw. We did play it out, and I just couldn't do anything. He just took everything from me. I misplayed enough, and obviously dinosaurs can just OTK, so that's exactly what he did. But yeah, that was it for most of them really. I did obviously get a couple of packs because we're on like pods of 6. So on my table, I got a win, a draw, and a loss. The Dino player got a win, a draw, and a loss. So we were like joint second, but there was one person with 3 wins, and then everyone else had like 2 losses, I think, like that. Something like that. I'm pretty sure it was like that. But someone had 3 losses, someone had 2 losses, something. But yeah, so we were both like joint second, so we got packs. But before I opened my packs, 2 people actually opened packs, and someone got Ultimate Rare XYZ Dark Rebellion, and someone got an Ultimate Rare Hulk. So there was never going to be one in my pack, but I did try to record what I got so that I could use it for the sealed only. But all I got really was from the OTS pack, I got a Barricade Board Blocker, and I'm not likely to use that for anything. It is a machine, I believe, but I think it's only 1,800 attack, so it can get me bent, I guess, but I'm not likely to do that because it's a waste of extra deck. But that's basically it. I'm quite pleased with how it went. Obviously it could be better. I just can't stop. If I go second, I can't stop them playing, like, because my only hand traps are the Heralds, and I need 2 in the hand. And then obviously the Moisters that I got, which you'll see in the next open, that I got were very, very good for me. Obviously they were good against Eldritch, they were good against the Misk. So potentially we might try and get a 3rd one of those. And obviously we only have 2 Veilers as well, so it wasn't great. We do need better hand traps, but there might be something we look to try and get now that we are in a better position to actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! Before we just couldn't play, our end board wasn't great, so now we can really play Yu-Gi-Oh! Set up some really menacing boards, and yeah, now we'll look to try and get some hand traps potentially. If we get another unlock, I will be opening Dragons of Legends, I won't lie, because I do want the Cyber Angel Iden, so I can just cycle a little bit more that ritual spell. I think Dakini is in that as well, so that could be helpful for like attacking and stuff like that. I just want to be able to extend and do more damage. But yeah, I do also have like something else I will be opening next month, which should be pretty good. I already know what I'm opening, depending on whether I get an unlock or not. I might just save some budget. Because again, I'm very happy with my deck. I would like another move bait if happening, but we'll see. We'll see what happens next. We'll see what happens in the Sealed Only League, which I believe starts, I think it's tomorrow. It's Thursday today. I'm pretty sure it's the last Friday, so it's either be tomorrow or next week. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. If you guys know anything, any place that's easy to get hand traps, that's not maximum gold, any of the like legendary sets, like in core sets, stuff that has like high impact traps, or in the megatins, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll look into those. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.